Hello and welcome to another video. I've decided to do something a little bit different today, and I've been sorting through my fabrics, so I thought I would just share some of the fabrics that I have in my stash. I have quite a lot. I use them to make my little art dolls. So here's one. You may have seen these before. I love creating these, and you don't really need an awful lot of fabric to make these dolls, but each one is very special, and make their little clay faces. I'll show you more of those later. So here's my first fabric, and it's just beautiful. Lots of turquoise blues and fuchsias and a little bit of black, but I love how summery and bold this is. So I'll just fold that back up. The next fabric I want to share with you is this absolutely beautiful, almost looks painted, and it's irises, and this fabric is actually made in England. I just think that's so beautiful, and I haven't used it yet because I'm trying to think of a really special something to make. And I actually got half a yard of this, so it's a good amount, and it's tempting to make like a lavender pillow or something with this, with my herbs and flax seeds. So yeah, I'll come up with an idea for this one. So let's fold this one back up. And I store my fabrics in little boxes. Normally I cut them into fat quarters because I only use small amounts. Sometimes I leave them like this though, because if I want to make a pillow or something I would need a little more than a fat quarter. This is the same fabric, only in different colours. This is more earthy, so this is more of the greens, reds and oranges. Try and smooth out some of the creases here. So I just love this sort of hand-painted look, and again it's another beautiful fabric made in England, and again I'm thinking maybe pillows or something like that with these would be really wonderful. They would add such a lovely accent to the sofa. Okay, fold this one back up. The next one I want to show you is this really interesting design. Let me hold this up. And it's just black and lime green. The other thing I want to create are organic cat toys with my organic catnip. And I wanted some fabric that is rather striking, and I think this is it. I think this would really work. So I thought I would use this fabric to create my little organic catnip toys. Just fold this back up. The next fabric I want to share with you is something very bold. I absolutely love this. These are fabrics that I recently have picked up at Gossipium. It's a fabric store here in Issaquah, Washington. Beautiful store. They have fabrics that I've never seen before, and this is one of them. Let's see. This is a poppy fabric print, and some of these you just wouldn't find at places like Joann Fabrics. It's nice to support the local companies and to purchase from them, and the the people at Gossipium are incredibly friendly and helpful, and it's such a beautiful store. It's hard to stay away. So I really, really love this. And again, I'm thinking a pillar would be wonderful with this fabric. Let's fold this back up. The next fabric that I want to share with you is a very, very kind of summery fabric. This one, again, Gossipium, and I just fell in love with it because it's colourful and happy, and I think this would be wonderful for my art dolls. And also I was thinking hair ties, hair bands, hair wraps, that sort of thing for the summertime. So I just thought this was really beautiful and just a lovely, bold, summery fabric. Again, we'll just fold this back up. The next fabric I want to show you, now this is very different. This is very bold and I really love it. These are digitally printed fabrics. The detail on them is amazing and they just look hand painted. And I love, I love this tree here. I almost want to make little canvas noteboards with this. There's so much going on. I'm going to turn it over and see what's on the other side here. And once again, it just makes me feel happy and ready for summer, I think. And just look at the this beautiful, beautiful butterfly here. So I think this may end up on a canvas with some embellishments. And once again, I'll just fold this up, easier to store. The next fabric I've chosen to show you is this one, which I think is really lovely. It's kind of got a vintage nautical look to it. It's called Coral Beach. And again, I thought this would be good for one of my art dolls, and I could actually create a mermaid doll, which I thought would be rather lovely. So I think this fabric could work for that. So yeah, let's fold this one back up again. This is in kind of greys and very light blue tones with black. The last fabric I'm going to show you is this one, and this just spoke to me as soon as I saw it. It's called Vintage Scrapbook. And you know when you see something and you don't really know what you're going to do with it, but you have to get it. Well, this was one of those fabrics. And again, I'm wondering about putting some of this on a canvas and embellishing it with other vintage elements and embellishments. So yeah, I just thought this was really fantastic. It kind of reminds me of some of my scrapbooky papers. But I love the whole vintage look, and it's wonderful. I really love it. So we'll see what we can do with that. So I will show you some of the little art dolls that I have created so far. I showed you a couple earlier. I'm going to show you a couple more here. And they're very easy to make. They take a little time. Let me put these down here. But they're worth it. And there is something about hand making these dolls. None of the stitching is machine. Everything is hand stitched. And then wrapped in fibres and then embellished. And this is one of my favourites just because I love her colours. And a tiny pocket one. And people ask me, what are these dolls? Is there a particular reason behind them? The answer, quite simply, to that is they can be whatever you want them to be. Some people use them as healing dolls, some as worry dolls, some use them as spirit dolls or wish dolls. They're suitable for anybody. And I started to create these when I was very sick. And I was sick for about a year, and I needed something to occupy my mind. And I came up with these little dolls, and I've been creating them ever since. And I absolutely love every single one of them. Here's one of my last ones that I created with wings. I need to do some more with wings. And yeah. So that's what I use my fabrics for. I'll try and do a demo with my doll making. That will be a long demo. Thank you so much for watching, and take good care. Bye bye.